Hello, my lovelies, and welcome to another episode of In My Opinion by Oli. I'm your host, Oli, and welcome. Hope you're okay. Hope you're doing well. And those who are new, those who are just joining us, this is a podcast where we explore stories and where we explore strategies and where we also explore mindsets that empower us to lead better lives. Today, we'll talk about something that we've all encountered at some point, and that is failure. But instead of seeing failure as an endpoint, we're going to discuss how failure can actually be a stepping stone to growth and resilience. This episode is all about turning failure into fuel, that's shaping our mindset into growth. Let's start by acknowledging something important. Failure is inevitable in our lives. No matter how much we plan, no matter how much we prepare, no matter how much we strive for perfection, life will always throw us that chaos. Life will always throw us that curveball. But here's the good news: failure doesn't define us, it's how we respond to failure that shapes our journey. First, let's reframe failure. Instead of seeing it as a personal shortcoming or a dead end, think of failure as a feedback. When we fail, it's life's way of giving us data. It's life's way of giving us information. That is like data that has worked and what didn't work, and something that we need to change. It's like pros and cons and something that we need to change. That is what failure gives us. Okay. Then this shift in perspective allows us to move from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. That's what I mean is that where you seem or when you think failure is final, when you think failure feels final, that's when you have the growth mindset that failure becomes a natural part of the learning process. Remember, every great innovator, artist, and every great leader has a string of failures behind their successes, and it's a universal path. Is a universal path to growth, and is also a universal path of growth. Let's take this inventor, Thomas Edison, the person that invented the light bulb, right? He famously said once, he said, "I have not failed. I have just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That was his mindset. And this mindset is a masterclass in resilience. Edison's failures weren't roadblocks, they were stepping stones that eventually led to one of the most impactful inventions in history. So, what if we started to see our failures as lessons instead of losses? W- What, okay, let's see. Another important shift is, let's say, embracing vulnerability. I'm not saying that you should be vulnerable. You have to know when to be vulnerable. It's okay to admit when you have failed. That is what I'm talking about right now. Embracing vulnerability. In fact, it's necessary. It's necessary to admit when we have failed. When I say vulnerability, in this aspect, it allows us to reflect honestly, and it also allows us to learn deeply. It also allows us to connect with others who have faced similar challenges. That is why I'm saying vulnerability in this aspect of shifting our growth mindset, shifting into the growth mindset, I mean to say. Sharing our story of failure not only helps you heal, but also inspires others to see the setbacks and survival that you have, even when you're trying to transform yourselves into the person that you want to be. Now, let's talk about the importance of self compassion. I'm always talking about the importance of self compassion, and self compassion is when you're being kind to yourself. When we feel, when we see that we have failed sometimes, our inner critic, your inner critic often gets loud, telling you we are not good enough, or you're not good enough, or that we'll never succeed. No, beating yourselves up doesn't make you stronger. In fact, it does the opposite. Self compassion means treating yourselves with the same kindness and understanding you offer your friend who is struggling. I said this not too long ago in one of my episodes. It's about recognizing that failure is a part of human experience, and it's also recognizing and helping us to give ourselves permission to feel disappointed without letting it define us. So, there are some few strategies. Why I love my strategies is that they are very, very practical and they are very, very simple. That's why I gave out these very, very, very simple strategies that will help you turn failure into thrill. The first one is let's reflect and reframe. Let's take some time to let's take some time to journal. I'm always talking about journaling and it is very, very effective. Take some time to journal about what happened. Take some time to learn from the experience. You ask yourself, what did I learn from this experience? How can this setback guide me into the future? Write down one positive thing that you can take away from the situation, like a pro, like a con, but I'll actually make you go for the pro. Okay, because that's a positive thing that you can take away from the situation. Celebrate effort. Celebrate your effort, not just your outcome. Celebrate it because you can't just wait for your outcome. Every little effort that you have, every little success that you have, just pat yourself at the back and say, yes, I just did this. And I have to go to the next step. Success isn't just about achieving your goal, it's also about the courage it takes to try. Celebrate the fact that you took a risk and put yourself out there. Just celebrate that part. Then seek support. Always surround yourself. Always surround yourself with people who uplift you and encourage you. If you see those that discourage you and are toxic in your life, try to remove yourself from that party and go to the party where will encourage you. Go to the people who will encourage you. Go to the community, friend, mentor, anybody that have this support system that can make a difference in your life. Then practice gratitude. It might practicing gratitude might seem counterintuitive, but finding something to be grateful for is even in the midst of failure, even in the midst of failure can help you shift your perspective. Find something that you're grateful for. Gratitude helps you see the bigger picture. It reminds us that setbacks are temporary. Then set new goals. If the old goal, if um the old way that you're trying to achieve your goal is not giving you a good deal for your, it's not giving you a good deal actually. Look for new goals or look for new system that will help you achieve that goal. Failure often reveals what we truly want and what we are willing to work for. Use this clarity to set new goals. Realistic goals I'm talking about, that's what I'm saying. If your first goal isn't realistic, set realistic goals and create a plan to achieve them. Always remember, failure is not failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of the journey to success. I have not seen where anybody that is successful, I've not seen where they have not had a story that they have not failed before they achieved what their success. Each time we fail, we grow stronger. Each time we fail, we grow wiser through the experience and more resilient. So, next time you face a setback, ask yourself this question: how can I use this fuel for my growth, for my mind growth, for my mindset to grow? Okay, my lovelies, thank you for tuning in into this episode. Um, if today's discussion resonated with you, share it with a friend who might need it. Okay, and if you have your own story of turning failure into fuel, I'd love to hear it. Share it, okay? Comment. Let's keep this conversation going and continue to build a community that embraces growth. Okay. Until next time, my lovelies, keep striving, keep growing, and always remember failure isn't the end. All right. It's just the beginning of something greater. All right. My lovelies, always remain calm. Take care. Bye.